Here's a giant thank you to all my Patreon members. Your support is greatly appreciated. What is up, guys? It is Nova Joe, and I'm back again with another DLC 2 weapon overview. And today, we're only going to focus on one weapon, one in particular, and that is due to the fact that I had a viewer by the name of, where did it go? Where is his name? I just had it just a second ago. There we go. Hunya the Crazy asked, have I ever tried out the Flamethrower Omega? Its range, 200 meters plus, I found helps a lot when dealing with things around corners. So, Hunya, we're going to take a look at this. Now, this weapon is, like I said, it's a DLC 2 weapon, level 107, and I currently have it maxed out. It is maxed out at 1200 capacity, 60 shots a second. The range is one of those, or the damage is one of those where there's some fall off. Basically, the closer you are, the more it does. So it's 11.3 at its closest range and 3.4 at its furthest range times 60 a second. So it can pour a lot of damage into an enemy very quickly. Reload time is 5 seconds, and the range is 216 meters. Now, what makes this weapon so special is it is absolutely outstanding in a cave because it will ricochet off corners, bounce around tunnels, and just absolutely fry anything that gets in its way. Scientists from around the world have rallied to the cause of exterminating Earth's invaders, producing a fearsome weapon that emits ultra-high pressure flames as a result. Alright guys, this is the Flamethrower Omega. We're going into DLC 2, Mission 18 on Inferno. This is a tough mission, and with the right setup, you can survive and get some really good high level stuff. On this mission in particular, you can get up to level 112. So yeah, this is a level where you can actually get some upgrades for some of your high level stuff. So alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the Flamethrower Omega in action. Alright guys, here we go. This is DLC 2, Mission 18 on Inferno. This isn't anything new. You guys have already seen me do this mission before. But I love this mission. I have a lot of fun playing this mission, especially testing out weapons on in a cave environment. And this is the ultimate cave environment, in my opinion. Alright, going to throw out some ZE blasters. Alright, throw one there, and the only weapon we have is, other than the ZE blasters, is the flamethrower. And this has a 216 meter range. It has a 1200 round magazine capacity, and it absolutely cooks anything that gets in its path. It is really, really awesome. Now, I will say that between this and the Extreme Acid Gun, the Extreme Acid Gun trounces this weapon in every way with the exception of one. This weapon bounces around corners. It'll go where the Acid Gun won't go, and it will go up and down the tunnels, frying anything that gets in its path. However, with the Acid Gun, it has to actually run into the acid, basically. The acid has to hit it, otherwise the walls are going to stop it. So, but look at this. Look at how this flame, if you notice, it just engulfs the environment. Not only is it just the flame that shoots right out in front, but you'll notice that there's like heat waves. There it goes. It come off to the sides. Those heat waves do damage. Those flames are bouncing off the walls, and they're just cooking anything that's in there. And it doesn't do as quick a damage as the Extreme Acid Gun does, but it makes up for it with the fact of how much area it encompasses in said damage. Not to mention it causes stagger. Man, these guys are getting right up in my face. They're getting right up in here. So yeah, it causes stagger. The enemies they are just frozen in place while they're being cooked alive. So that makes this weapon very useful. Now, one of the downsides is that it does have a 5-second reload. Whereas like the Extreme Acid Gun has a 3-second reload, so you can get that one reloaded a lot quicker. But I think the difference is that this one has a 1200 round magazine capacity, I can't remember the capacity on the extreme acid gun, but I don't believe it is near the capacity of this weapon. I could be wrong, but my memory's failing me on that. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm glad I brought in that reverse shooter X just to help me out. Oh my gosh, I got so disoriented right there. Just everything, oh crud, there we go, there we go. I got so disoriented. But anyway, just the flamethrower is just a really great cave weapon. Especially for the fact that it will bounce around corners. It will just go in there and bake anything and everything. Stun locks enemies. It's just a great weapon, as you can see here. And with a 216 meter range, it can reach out and touch somebody at a good distance. So it's nothing to scoff at. And in this level in particular, when you get towards the end where you actually have to get those queen ants that are in that cave, that little, I don't know what you call it, alcove. There we go. They're in that alcove. It's, if you get too close, they'll start spitting their acid, and then you're done for. There's nothing you can do about that, especially with the Ranger, because as soon as that acid touches you, it just rips right through all of your armor, and you're done. So you've got to be able to hit them from a distance, and thankfully, as you're going to see here in just a little bit, this flamethrower does do that. It does have enough range that you can kill them from a distance without triggering their acid. So it's very, very effective. Another great thing about this is that, as you can see straight ahead, there are webs. Well, the flames, there's just so much in the way of there's so much ground coverage with the flames that it goes through the webbing, through the gaps in the webbing, and actually will hit the enemy on the other side, which is great. It's not being stopped like bullets will be stopped by the webbing. Not the flame. The flame will actually go right straight through all the nooks and crannies in the web and hit the enemies on the other side. And something that happens here, which I've only seen like happen maybe one other time, I'm actually able to destroy all the webbing this time. And actually make it go away. For the longest time, I thought the webbing wouldn't go away. I thought that webbing was here to stay. But yeah, I was wrong. If you apply over a million points of damage, the webbing will go down. It will go down. So yeah, it is able to be destroyed. And so yeah, I'm just cooking those webs and any enemies that are coming up on it. So yeah, this Flamethrower Omega is definitely excellent. Now, it does hurt your teammates, so they get in the way, they're going to get cooked, but that's par for the course. And these guys are dumber than a box of rocks, as always. That would be something I would love to see improved in future EDF titles, is enhanced AI intelligence, because my gosh, they're stupid. Their artificial intelligence is very low, very low. And I think the webs are gone now. No, they're still there. They're still there. All right, let's cook some more. I got some more spiders coming in. Keep a torching. I don't really know what else to say. It's just baking these enemies. All right, we got there we go. There's another one. He's not even on this side of the webs, and as you're seeing right here, and as you can hear, he's being cooked. This is another improvement I'd like to see in future titles. I would love to see for their webbing not be able to go through walls. I have died so many times because of being hit by wall glitching webs or stingers. But I've commented on that in the past. I'm getting tired here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm hoping my commentary doesn't get stupid because of how tired I am. But, whew. Not the minute. Oh, there they go. There goes the webs. Oh man, yeah, this is quite a day. I'm tired. I have got one of those, you've probably heard of them before. You can get a sty on your eyelid. And man, that thing has been scratching up against my eye. And so I'm sitting here trying to make a video while I'm tired and got a sty that's driving me crazy. And yeah, I thought y'all would like to know all about my eye problems. Yeah, I don't want to go too far up there, otherwise I'll trigger all those queens, and then I'm done for, because that acid will fill this whole room up. All right, let's not risk going down there and getting toasted. As you can see, there's nothing left. There's just a handful of enemies left. But unfortunately, they're the big kings and queens that are way up in that alcove, where it is extremely dangerous, and I have to approach with extreme caution. Yeah, let's not stand here and try to burn that down. Let's just keep going this way. Kill any stragglers that are through here. There we go. That was just a normal spider. Cooked him to death. He's gone. All right, here we go. Now, like I said, this is going 216 meters out, and I am testing it to see if I can hit anything. And so far, nothing. All right, what about right here? Oh, see, now I'm in danger range. I can trigger them easy right there. Let's get back. Let's get back. Up that close, that will trigger them. There we go. Actually hitting it. And all those flames are ricocheting right down through that tunnel, right into the big bad himself, herself, itself. So it won't take too much longer. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to speed this section up due to the simple fact that it will take a bit longer, because this flamethrower, while a full magazine will do right around 50,000 points of damage, these guys are going to take several magazines to take out. So I'm going to speed up this section right now. All right, I have sped this up by 8 times through here. So as you can see, I'm having to use several magazines pouring it down through there, doing right around 50,000 points per magazine if I hit all of them. So yeah, I'm actually cooking pretty good right through here. And it chopped off several minutes of time by 8xing this. So yeah, it's just going right on down through there. But the major problem I keep seeing is that a lot of times when you kill the big ants down through there, their boxes fall through the floor. I don't understand why exactly, but they do. And that stinks. Oh well, that is what it is. Alright, we're nearing the end of this section here, and the final one is about to die right about any minute, any second. Now, there we go. Alright, let's run and try to grab what we can. So there you go, you see a bunch of boxes falling through the floor. I hate that. I don't know why it does that. I wish that'd be something they'd fix, because you lose a lot of loot that way. Man, look at those fried, crispy critters there. Alright, and because I've played this level so much, there isn't really much more I can get or level up. As you can see right here, everything, I've got the max that this level is willing to go. Although I did do the Thunder Crossbow Arzam, did level it up a smidge, so hey, I'll take it. Alright guys, that is the Flamethrower Omega, a nice piece of equipment for the Ranger, a nice weapon indeed, and Hunya the Crazy, thanks for recommending it. I was glad to show it off. Alright guys, if you use this in any way, shape, or form or have your own setup with it, tell me in the comments below. Let me know what your all setup is. Alright guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel financially, you can by going to patreon.com/EDF Central. And as always guys, take care. God bless and keep on gaming. More EDF goodness to come very soon.